Hi there and welcome to K Warner Studio. Thank you for joining me today. Today is the review of the Mini Misti. The Mini Misti is manufactured by My Sweet Petunia. I bought this from My Sweet Petunia, although it is available at other online retailers and I'm sure at brick and mortar stores as well. This was $40 plus shipping. And as it was part of the pre-order, I think it was a little more economical to do it then. I think the price has gone up a little bit. The last I checked, it was $49.99. But I believe that may have been at Simon Says Stamps that I saw it. For me, I'm a card maker, so I think this is a great size. This and the next size up, I think would be, which is the regular Misti if I'm not mistaken, would be good to have for card makers. So let's dig into the box. This is how it comes in a nice box. It's well presented. It also comes with two strong magnets, and I put washi tape on them so that they would be easier to get on and off, and they don't seem to migrate as much as they did before the tape went on. So I'm going to have a seat here in my squeaky chair. Here we go. On the back it is foam over acrylic, and this is so your surface doesn't get scratched, as well as I'm sure for sound. The whole thing is an acrylic with some kind of a magnetized thing underneath here. It comes with some graph paper which is attached to your foam. Now this foam is for when you're using photopolymer stamps or other stamps that don't have that cushion. You would have to put this cushion in and use it as a cushion for stamping. This gives you less of a gap on the bottom and fills it in for you so that, if you can see that, yeah. Without it, your photopolymer stamps or rubber stamps without the cling sheet would be too far down for you to stamp. So this is a great little thing to have. And if you lose this, Fun Foam would work just fine. So in the meantime, I ordered these from My Sweet Petunia as well. They're $3. It's a laminated graph with foam on the back. So if I do lose this particular one that came with my Misti, I have 3 here as a backup plan. Now also, I ordered this particular thing from Simon Says Stamp, and this is graph. It's graph, like a acetate graph paper. So it allows you to be able to mark the middle when you're doing sentiments, or you wanted to find out where the middle of your card was for stamping purposes. And this little sheet is available at Simon Says Stamp. As I mentioned, these two magnets are on the back, and I keep them there when this is not in use. This is acrylic, which is nicely etched. The graph paper design is nicely etched on the top. The hinges are all acrylic, and this is measured in inches all around the outside, and that is like a laminate cover over the acrylic. So it has like a plastic finish to that measuring tape. Now the length is 7 inches on the outside measurement, this is, and the width is 6 7/8. That is the outside measurement, and the inside measurement is 6 length and 4 7/8 on the width in inches. And this isn't very good for centimeters, so I will switch my ruler here and give you the centimeters. So inside, the measurement by centimeters is 15 centimeters, and the length and width, it is 12 centimeters. Like I said, very nicely made, hard acrylic. It is manufactured in China, and so let's do an experiment so you can see how well this works. This is really a stamp positioning tool. It's, you know, so Stamp-A-Majig and a letterpress would work similarly to this. Now I'm going to need my foam because, as I said, I'm going to use photopolymer, so we need that to give us the extra space. So I'm going to lay your etched side down onto your surface, and then you would lay your magnets to hold your paper down. And you can put it wherever you want it. I'm going to press it up against the side into the corner here so that, you know, if I need to re-stamp it, I know that my paper was snug into the corners. So I'm just going to lift this up. It's as simple as that. And this is a new stamp. So let's try Simon Says and Stamp Intense Black. First time I'm making this stamp up. It is a Technique Tuesday Greenhouse Collection stamps, and this was the release in September 2015. I'm going to just give it a nice press, and then we lift it up, and you can see that's a good stamp, nice stamp. Now if I decided that's just not maybe as dark as I would like it, I can ink it up again, and the glory of this tool is that it's just going to go over the same spot again, so you can have your images really super crisp. Okay, and that's your second stamp. Isn't that nice? Very good. So now I'm going to take this out, and the Lawn Fawn chamois that they have out, I have one ordered and mine hasn't arrived yet. So this is ideal for cleaning stamps. That would be ideal for cleaning stamps, especially within this Misti. Okay. So that's that, and we'll put that back. Now for the other one that we can try, I have a cling stamp. This is from Rubber Stamps Tapestry. I did a review on this, so you can look up. This is the Halloween stamps that they sent me complimentary. So in this case we have to remove that foam, and we are going to lay it face down where we'd want it on our paper and keep it in snug tight. Now I could put it up in this corner or down in this corner, but I've chose to go this way, and I'm going to close the case and it picks it right back up, picks it up, and you're ready to go. So if I had the foam on there, it would be a tight squeeze, and you don't want to really put too much strain on these hinges. I'm not saying they're flimsy, but you know, if you don't need to, don't bother. I think this is a very sturdy tool, and I think it's worth every cent. Like I said, when you start paying for blocks, and it can run you $100 for good blocks, for one for every size. Now, as you can see, that's a really good impression. I don't really need to stamp that twice, but let's say I wanted it darker. I'll fold it right back up. It goes beautifully right on top. There are so many things you can do with this that I don't even know what I don't know, but I've watched other people and they seem to, you know, really have made multiple uses for their stamp positioning tool. And so we wipe that off. We'll put this back. Now, lots of people, this is why I use background stamps, and I like to use them too, but this is also a newer stamp. And I just wanted to show you the size limitations on this. This is a brand new stamp. I may have used it not taking the backing off, and this is a Hero Arts cover card, I.O. Impression Obsession maybe? And as you can see, this background stamp is too big for this. Even if I put it that way, the hinges are not going to fold. Now this might be not the best example because you can ink it up and lay your paper on top of it. But the hard part is when you don't make an impression as nicely as you want to, and you want to do it twice. Laying that paper on top of it again to increase the stamp is not something that I can do. Maybe you're much better at it than I, but I end up having to throw the stuff out. I'm just not that great at trying to line things up. So as you can see, and the Mini Misti is a wonderful addition to anybody's craft room. And the other size, the larger size, would be beneficial for background stamps. And this exceeds the size of the base, which is what why it's problematic. So now I just wanted to show you these stamps that are still attached. You have to take your rubber stamps off of these blocks if you want to use them in the Misti, and that's where the old-fashioned stamping the jig comes into play. You know how you would put your little tool down here and bring that down, and then lay your paper underneath here, and then stamping this down, So yes, this here allows you to stamp over again twice. See, not near as good. I have a terrible luck with it. So Mini Misti, I think it's worth the $40 or $45. And if you're like me and you like to use all different size stamps, maybe the Mini Misti might not be the best size for you, but I do believe that it is a great tool to have and worth the money as well. So thank you very much for spending your time with me. Bye-bye.